So now they're all in here, and what we're doing now, we already did this one, but we are tightening it down and then checking. Well, good morning. Stayed with Allison last night in her spare room. Got a nice shower, and now Asher's on his way to daycare. And day 4 begins. We're at the shop again. If you don't know what shop we're talking about, if you're new to the channel, we're talking about Hey Guy Diesel. Right there. There's the phone number, and today is a big assembly day. We've got all the parts prepped for either paint or degrease, and we're finishing up the main caps for the crankshaft today and getting going. So let's get back in there and organize those parts where they're gonna go. Okay, so today we're gonna get on our bearings for our mains. Talk about it.
All right, so you drop the mains down, take the uppers out, take all the bearings out of here. You want to clean this really good. Justin showed y'all how to clean it where it's nice and clean. You don't want nothing in here if you have oil smears or anything like that. You want to wipe it down. You don't want nothing on here.
You don't want to spin a bearing.
You want your hands to be nice and clean when you're messing with this. So first thing first, you always line the ears up right here. And this is going to be the same as when you're putting your uppers in. You want to make sure you line the ear up, even though you have to rotate it all the way in. This is the upper. You always mess the upper with the line in the middle.
Okay, so the bottom doesn't have a line in the middle, no hole.
The bottom does not have a line.
Okay.
But it has the ear too.
Okay.
So you go in the same way there, but we'll show you that. So we're going to
put all these in, and we're going to get under that truck. And then do we do any lube on this or no?
Yes.
You do.
You
What
do,
lube? Lube on the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we lube this part, but not the outside, of course, because that would be helping spin a bearing, which you do not want to do. And so there's only one side that has this little notch, huh? Yeah, yep. So it only matches up this little notch to that. This side doesn't have that. Okay, let's do it. This stuff right here, guys, like more sticky than syrup for your waffles in the morning. You put it on there, then I'm gonna use my finger to rub it all over the whole thing.
So you're going back, so when it's plugged up, you're gonna
ultra slick. And then we take this little gasket maker right here, and we make little good seals for where the bolts go in and they connect. Make those on all the tops, make a little U. There we go. Let's get it done. So I just went and cleaned my hands as much as I can, all the dust, dirt, anything off of them. Now we're gonna line these with the lube, and then put these in opposite way that they came out, so that this right here matches up with that right there. So we'll go in, let's see, this way. No, this way, sorry, and then it'll match up on top. So keep your hands clean, keep this surface right here very clean. Come with me now. Oh look, I have a friend down here. Let's hang out with our rollers. What are we doing?
We can't go to sleep down here now.
We can't go to sleep? Why not? It's so early. We already had our coffee though.
Tab right here.
Yep.
And then you want to find this tab. It's always going to be on the passenger side. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's right there.
Okay. Oh yeah, you said a little groove?
Yeah.
Right there. Okay.
Alright, so whenever you put them in, you always put the flat side that don't have the groove in first. So you set it up in there, wiggle it, and start pushing.
And with that assembly lube, it's kind of sticky.
Yeah, it does stick to it. When you're pushing in, you want to make sure you're as even as you can be. Because if you're not, if you get to the side, it gets tight on you.
Okay. It'll rub one side?
It don't really rub it, it only wants to go in that one way.
Okay, and then you put a flathead in there to kind of push it to the rest?
Yep. If it's tight, you can always rotate the engine. When you rotate it, it'll go in there smoothly.
Okay.
Which I could push this in with my finger, but I like just using something to guide it in. See, it's a little to the side, so just turn it over.
There you go. Like a glove. And then it comes out the other side, and it's in there. Okay. And then we put the cap on, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right, and we'll do that 3 more times, and then we'll take off the even ones. Because right now we have 1 through 7, and then we'll do 2, 4, 6. All right, let's party.
All right, we're going to put Justin to work.
There we go. Let's put these in the right way, right? Or put them backwards, either way.
All right, guys.
So this is number 3, guys. We just did number 1. So I'm right here. Get it in there. Your hands clean, and then hand thread. You get that one in, that one in, and then you take a not high torque impact here. What is it, 5/16?
15/16.
15/16. Then you got to make sure it's sitting. And run it down nice and easy. See that lube just dripping down? All right, she's on there. And give a little power.
He's scared of me, y'all.
You can see it seeping out the sides of that. She's in there, boys.
Always make sure you put the front forward.
Yeah, there's an arrow, guys. And also number them, so now we'll do 5 and 7. And then we'll take the other ones off.
Sorry.
Now we do the even numbers. And Joshua stopped by, say what's up. He's been working all night. He said, I'm gonna stop by and say hi. Oh yeah, let's do the big ones. 2 through 2, 4, and 6. So I was just under there for a little bit, having a heck of a time getting these little shims right here. These guys come off. And then Allison came over and gave me this. And you can actually shift the whole crankshaft. So those are actually spacers for each side. So the back side had a bunch of play, and I got it in there. And then I had to move the crankshaft all the way forward to get the other one in. And it kind of spaces the crankshaft where it should be. So little tricks that Allison knows that I'd be under there for 2 hours trying to figure out. She's like, hey, use this. I'm like, okay. Let's get these in, and then we're done with the mains. Torque them down, and we're on to rods, pistons, and liners. Okay, guys, now we are torquing. So we go down to 110, and then we do something else, make some arrows. I'm trying to do this with 2 hands, guys, sorry. Hey, we'll do both of these together. We'll do it together. Really cool digital readout. So you draw an arrow, guys, like so, and then you draw another indicator here on the end of the cap, and then you go all the way around. One time, right?
You go from here to here. So that
you just turn them away from each other. Okay.
So at the end, the arrows are going to be facing toward each other.
Okay, so the arrows from that one and that one will be facing each other. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so that little line up there, once we have this on here, we can see it still. See that? So we end up with both the arrows facing each other. That one's good to go. Now just 6 more to go. Got 4 out of 7 done, but you can hear the compressor going. I don't have enough air power right now, so we're gonna come over here and check out what Allison's doing. So
this is there's 2 different size liners. There's a big kit and a small bore kit. The small bore has always got a pink O-ring, and it'll have a shim like this. The big bore, like Justin has, is blue, and it actually has like a liner shim that looks like you're put the shim in after a counter bore, and you have to put 2 of them on there in your style. Yep. This one automatically comes with the ring.
And what those shims do, guys, is it raises it back up for the metal you cut out, so it replaces it. But so pink, I guess, could typically go for $23.50.
Well, no.
Doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. This thing here could have blue,
okay,
or it could have pink.
Wonder what the difference was.
The assembly.
Assembly. Well, I got blue, she's got pink, so good thing we got the right kits.
I think it's a 152 kit or a 150 kit.
Okay. But yeah, so this little O-ring right here keeps the coolant from going in down into your crankcase, and that's what makes it a bad day. Yep. So this is the tool we use to press in the liners.
Just check deck height.
And then, yeah, this little gauge right here checks how far she went in. And then she does the next one. And then we have an assembly line going here with pistons. An assembly line here with Patrick. This is the piston assembly line here. Allison's putting in the ring on one side, then we'll put the rod in, put this beautiful piece of circle metal in the middle. And these are the rings right here. No packages. Okay, good times, make progress. No, I'm not. Another, is it another power coat oven? Oh, paint booth.
Clear.
You're clear? So a paint booth, okay. What the heck are you doing here?
Well,
you're showing
courtesy parking is how we do this, sir.
You're showing your flex? Yeah. Showing my flex. Oh, and our shims just showed up, so we can drop our liners in now. I got you.
Yeah.
Do we put Vaseline on the O-ring, or how do we? Vaseline? Okay. And then we can start dropping them in, and then we use that tool, or do one at a time?
No, you drop them in, hit them in, use the tool to pull them out. The only reason I use the tool is to check the deck.
Okay. Rubber mallet? Okay. Set up all the liners, did all unboxing of the pistons and everything. I owe it to you, man. Thank you. Made it quicker. We're going to go to Del Taco. Well, he's got to get back to his priorities. All right. See you next time, brother. So now we use a little bit of Vaseline on this O-ring right here and flip that upside down the other way. And I've already got one in there. As you can see, there is our new liner. So those rings that we have on there, those cover, are going to sit on that new surface right there that we cut.
Ah, you're going to bust that hood.
And yikes, watch out for that hood. That's what these little rings are. Little extra shims for the metal that we took out. It brings it back to factory. And actually adds how many thousands or whatever do you add? You add to
We
the...
raised it up to 14,000.
Instead of what's...
About 10.
Okay, so you bring it up even higher for more longevity. And so the liner takes even longer to get pressed back down. So let's put these all in, guys. So now they're all in here. And what we're doing now, we already did this one, but we are tightening it down and then checking how many thousands this is over what the flat deck is. So we zero it out here and then you push it over, and I'll show you in a second. It should be about 14 thousandths. So you zero it and then you let it roll on top. And there you go, right at 14 thousandths. Perfect, that's where you want to be. 0, 14. And we'll check the backside too. Our pistons are all ready to go in now. They have their rings on, have the new rods connected, cleaning them out, and we're gonna be putting them in right after she puts in hers. Andrew called that big old tow truck just to get him out. He said, "Hey, is your price too high, man?" Andrew, what happened, buddy?
I ran out of gas.
Go-go juice.
Stop me in the road.
You better get a can, get that thing out of the way. This is the soaking process now. We have the oil in there. I guess a little low. We're gonna add some more, just so it's above it. And you soak the rings, and then she's gonna do a little...
I'm going to fill it up so you get soaking wet.
There we go. She does this little triangle thing where the rings have to be offset to a certain...
It's a peace sign.
Peace sign, there you go, peace sign. And so once that's done, they go in this cool clamp right here. And we'll put them in this... We'll put it in what, a squeezer? Ring squeezer.
You got to be very careful with it. It will break the rings.
Yikes. Here's her peace sign.
Only got this. And it lines up. One's right here, right here, and right here.
There you go. And then you clamp it. And she's trying to drain off as much oil as she can, because I'm going to be underneath this thing. Taking the oil to the face.
So when you go around it, do a little wiggle up and down.
So,
I mean, you literally can use 2 fingers to squeeze it when it's
so
done
if it
that.
has you any resistance, you're doing it wrong.
Yep.
And so I'm going to go underneath the truck, guys, and make sure that this goes on to the crank.
Safely.
Yeah, safely, not hitting it sideways.
All right. So what are you doing here, Allison?
We're going to get Justin soaking wet. You ready?
Yes, well, not yet. So what we're doing here, guys, is she's dropping the pistons from the top. Now I'm catching this so it'll land on top of the crankshaft. So another video quality a little bit more. But wanted to show you this. This is the last piston going in. Go ahead. Lock it down. So right now my hands are there holding it. We're coming all the way in. Tell her that she's straight. Push it down until it gets on this crank. That's the last one. Now it's dark down here because she covered up all the holes.
Beat it.
Guys, because this is...
Shit.
There you go. Oh, last one.
You ready?
Yes, well, not yet. So what we're doing here, guys, is she's dropping the pistons from the top, and I'm catching them so they don't land on top of the crankshaft. So I know the video quality is a little bit poor, but wanted to show you this because it's the last piston going in. Go ahead. Pop it down. So right now my hand's in there holding it from coming all the way in. And I tell her that she's straight and she pushes it down until it gets on this crank, and that's the last one. And now it's dark down here because she covered up all the holes. It's exciting though, guys, because this is... There you go. We're on, last one. Woo! That's exciting for me, guys. We're all on. Coming to the end of day 4. This is the engine Allison's been working on. Got the pistons in that one. And we got the pistons in mine. A lot of work today, guys, getting those mains back on, getting them clean. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get the gears and the front structure on and the cam in. But right now, we're gonna go ahead and set that head. Let's do it. It's got a little dowel back there. A dowel right there. She's set. Whee, guys. What is that, a $100 head gasket? Really expensive head gasket, guys. Now let's get this head up in the air. Here I go again on my own. She coming up on a Tuesday with brand new valves, what we want right there. So it's made 10/14/21. And brand new head, guys. Slow it up. Now slow, stop. Back, keep coming forward. Stop. Tiny, what do you feel like, Allison? No. Down slow, slow, slow. Tilt forward a tiny bit or dash. All right, down.
Ease down.
Ease down real slow. Oh, there it is. There's one. All right, down real slow. Real slow. Oh, she's in. Good job, Andrew. Is that your first time setting ahead? Man. I do. He's been half this build, you know. I trust Allison a little bit more, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Be honest with you. But guys, we're going to end day 4 with the headset. So, not the headset that good old Andrew listens to in the truck, you know, but this is the real headset. The real Cummins headset. So, God bless you guys. Thanks for everybody stopping by today. It was awesome seeing you guys. I know I can't talk much because I got to keep going at this, but Andrew and I have been kicking it. Tomorrow we'll get a little bit of gears on there, the cam in there.
We should be running tomorrow, probably.
I don't know.
We'll get it done.
We'll see if we can get it done. But I'm going to get the starter out. We're doing a new starter. All that kind of stuff. So we'll get it done. But day 4, that's all, folks.
What's up?
Time for a little bit of late night part cleaning. Putting together what we can until we get the rest of our parts tomorrow. Okay, good night, everybody.